how to sell your home quickly and for the most money. What's going on, everyone? I'm Ruth Lange, a West Michigan real estate agent. On this channel, if it's your first time, welcome. I go over anything and everything that has to do with living here in West Michigan. I do community tours, home tours, even educational videos like the one you're watching. So if that sounds interesting to you guys at all, please smash that subscribe button and hit the bell notification. I absolutely love making these videos, but I love helping you move here more. If you guys are looking to make a move within West Michigan or to West Michigan, I would love to help you. So please call or text the number below. Without further ado, let's get started. So how do we sell our home for the most money and quickly? Well, a big misconception is, it's a hot market. What do we need to do all this for? Not exactly true. Buyers today still like to see those move-in ready homes, and they like them to be fresh and clean. No one really likes to walk into a dirty house. That brings me to number one, declutter and clean. Make the space as fresh, open, and airy as possible. Start making loads to the donation, to the garbage, whatever you gotta do. Just try to get rid of as much as possible. We like areas to feel open and airy so they can actually see how big your home is. Because if it has too much stuff in it, it'll feel kind of enclosed and small. They can't really envision how big the space actually is. And we definitely want it clean, smelling nice, because that's just really attractive to people. Don't go over on the smell part of it, because I have had a lot of people where you walk in, the smell is just overwhelming, and sometimes that gives buyers kind of like a bad thought that what are they trying to hide? So don't go too overboard on the smells, but definitely make it fresh and clean. Also, you're gonna wanna make sure that you are cleaning out your closets and your drawers. Buyers do go through that. They like to open up the closet, see how much space is in there. They wanna picture their stuff to make sure they have enough room. In some cases, it would be beneficial to get a storage unit, so then it would just be less stress on yourself. You could just move that stuff there, especially if you're kind of in a hurry, you just quickly move all that stuff over there. Now, if you are in a crazy hurry, say you got an offer accepted on another house for yourself, that you're a buyer, so you're contingent, don't stress too much. At the end of the day, people are gonna understand that there's gonna be stuff in the house. So yes, it is beneficial to do that, but if you are a contingent offer, you need to sell quickly, like people are gonna expect some stuff somewhere. But obviously, first impressions are everything. So those main spaces, living room, kitchen, all those areas, you're definitely gonna wanna make as sparse as possible. Which leads us to number two, depersonalizing and lighting. When someone walks into the home, they're trying to envision themselves living there. That's what I always tell my buyers. Try to picture yourself living here. Walk through the home as if you're living here. So if they see pictures of your family and your stuff, or if you really like giraffes and the whole house is covered in giraffes, like they can't really see themselves there, especially if they don't like giraffes. They just see yours. So they have a hard time like, well, this isn't for me because I don't like giraffes. But we don't want to give that impression off. So if you have things like that, definitely want to take it down, depersonalize it. Try to view the home through the buyer's eyes. So I know you probably have your favorite stuff that you want to keep up, but it may be a deterrent to the buyer. Along with lighting, so we really want to make the home show ready. So if you have a day of showings, open up those curtains, just get the natural light in. Most agents usually turn lights on anyways for their clients, but you really want to get it that open and airy feeling, because that just makes the space feel big and inviting. So number three, painting and maintenance. So a really good way to kind of freshen up the space that doesn't cost really a whole lot of money is painting. Just getting a fresh coat of paint on those walls, especially more neutral colors, lighter colors, kind of go back to lighting. It just really makes the space feel open and airy. Just getting a fresh coat of paint, that fresh smell paint too, that really does a lot for buyers. They can come in if they want and change it to all crazy colors, but what you're doing is just giving them a clean slate so they can really picture themselves there. Because if you have a lot of bold colors, that might be a little deterrent. As crazy as that sounds, like paint can really deter people, because if it's bright orange or bright pink or something, they're like, oh gosh, like they're gonna remember it as like the pink home, and it's like, and that's not what you want. Now, as far as maintenance as well, if there's a bunch of little things that need to be done, that honey-do list, I would go ahead and get it done, because when people walk in, they're nitpicking your house apart. They're seeing all the things that they have to do. So if you can knock those things off their list too, that really helps buyers kind of come in and feel like, oh, well, there's not a whole lot of work to do here. We can really really make this place their own with a lot of stuff to do. Another thing you can do, if the carpet is kind of dingy and worn down, flooring really goes a long ways. Painting and flooring, I can't recommend enough. That just goes above and beyond, because again, fresh carpet smell, you know, a lot of people have things about carpet with it being dirty and stuff. So that, just getting that done for them goes a long ways as well, if that's something you're able and willing to do. The other thing about making it show ready is the outside, having the landscaping done. We want it all nice, fresh and clean. Keep the lawn mowed, the weeds gone, and keep everything just kind of looking fresh and nice. So number 4, pricing. Pricing is very important. This is where you're gonna wanna have a conversation with your real estate agent. They're gonna pull comps for you and kind of show you what's being sold in around in the area. Now, it's very important, if you want to sell the home quickly, that you price it accurately. I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, if I price it high, I can just price, you know, do a price reduction every now and then. It's really not what you want to do, because buyers do look at longevity on time, and your home is worth the most as soon as you put it on the market. The longer it sits, the longer buyers are going to think something's wrong with it, and they're going to think, oh, I can get a deal, because they're just going to keep lowering it as well. But definitely look at the comps that are in your area, what's being sold at the time, because you also don't want to price it too low and then not get the most money for you as well. I mean, commonly in this area, things will go over ask and you'll get it up there, but it's just best to price it where it needs to be. Number 5, picking the best real estate agent for you. You definitely want to interview different agents. Don't just go with the first one you meet, and don't just go with your brothers, uncles, sisters who's a real estate agent. Definitely look into them, see what they've sold, look online for reviews, and see what they have to offer you as well. For my clients, I always do professional photography and professional videography. Definitely don't go with any agents that are just using their phone or not taking professional pictures. I've seen $1 million home that literally had one picture on the MLS, and I wanted to cry for them. Definitely want an agent that has a good history of selling homes, that does professional everything, because that's how you get the most eyes on your property, and not just an agent that will just throw it on the MLS. That's what we use, real estate agents, that's what we use, but will actually get more eyes on it, that will run ads, and then will get it out everywhere. And along with offering those professional things, you want to get a good feel about your real estate agent as well, because you guys are going to be working together. So if you're not getting a good vibe from them, if you don't feel like you guys are going to click, that's a good indicator that you maybe want to work with someone else, because this is a really big thing to go through, and you want to go through it with somebody you trust. Number 6, the time of year to sell. When is the best time of year to sell? Well, that's really property dependent. If you have a lakefront home, definitely would suggest waiting to the spring, where you can really showcase, or the summer, so you can really showcase the lake and what you're living on. If it's a 55 and up community, you might want to wait to the spring as well, because half of your buyers may be south. So you want to wait for them to come back. For everybody else, it's really the best time that works for you. When does it work for you? It's very common, people are like, oh, the spring. Yes, things are moving quickly in the spring. People tend to like to be moved into places, especially if you have a home where you're focusing on people with families. You know, they want to be moved before they get into school. But even in the winter, you know, if you don't have a choice and you need to move, a lot of the most motivated buyers and most serious buyers are in the winter. So ultimately, it's what works best for you. So those are the tips that will help you sell your home quickly. Thank you so much for checking this out, you guys. If you got any value at all, please hit the like button. If you want to know more, please leave me a comment. And if I can help you make a move here in the West Michigan area, please call or text the number below. I would love to help you personally on your specific home if you guys have any questions at all. And again, if you guys want to see more, please smash that subscribe button and hit the bell notification.